Smith was too hardy for Hopkins, and in the 8th round, Smith knocked out Bernard at the side of the ring.
Damn! Yo, what's good with y'all, man? We are back with another video. And as y'all can see in today's title of the video, man, we are going to be reacting to the worst career endings in boxing history, man. This is going to be a special video right here, man. So make sure y'all go ahead and scroll down and hit that like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys subscribe, bro. Hop straight into the video, man. And yeah, bro, let's get into it, man. Worst career endings. It's going to be a crazy video right here.
And throughout its long history, gave us boxers who thrilled audiences with their spectacular fights. But time is relentless, and for each fighter there comes a moment when you need to leave the ring. Some can see it, while others only realize this through painful lessons that fortunately did not color their legendary careers. Today,
boxing is such a sad sport, you know what I'm saying? It's such a crazy sport. It's probably the most dangerous sport ever. Because if you think about it, you're really putting your life on the line. Like, your head is not supposed to get, you know what I'm saying, or your body, your head and body, your whole body is not supposed to get hit like that, you know what I'm saying, as a human being, bro. That's not normal, bro. So when you're taking a lot of beatings like that, bro, it affects your body over time, especially affects your head, bro.
Like, we will consider 5 fights in which these boxing legends suffered a crushing defeat.
I can see how, like, old boxers, bro, like, old boxers, they fought, like, damn near 8-10 times in a year, bro. And they had like 15-round fights too, bro.
Has heard of Mike Tyson.
Damn, he really had a. That's a whole ass tiger, bro. This nigga, that I knew he had a tiger, but I didn't know he had like a tiger. You know what I'm saying? A tiger. I thought he had a tiger in the cage. This nigga is walking a tiger, bro. That's not normal, bro. What the hell?
Even people far from boxing, his rage, his uncontrollability, and his aura of invulnerability. In the 80s, he was a phenomenon whom boxing had never seen before.
What's Tyson's career-ending fight, though? Is it Buster Douglas, or is it the fight that he lost to Lennox Lewis? Because when he lost to Lennox Lewis, that just looked bad. That's when I saw see his downfall.
And on
that shit's sad.
2005, at the age of 38, he was the Mike Tyson from whom only a reputation remained in the ring. He hoped to resume his career after the defeat of Danny Williams.
Danny Williams
was matched against Kevin McBride, who was supposed to serve as an easy knockout to help continue Mike's career. But it so happened that Mike hit him with everything he had and barely moved McBride.
It's not the same Tyson, bro.
It was sad to see Tyson in this state. He fought for 6 rounds, but was in no shape to finish the 7th. And so ended the career of the legendary Mike Tyson.
I'm just sorry I let everybody down. I ain't gonna have this in my heart anymore.
Does that mean we won't see you fight again?
Yeah, that's most likely. I'm not gonna fight again. I'm not gonna disrespect the sport anymore by losing to this caliber of fighters.
What would have happened if Mike was at the peak of his form? It would have been a total annihilation of Kevin McBride in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah.
What happened to Mike's
That shit
legacy?
is sad, bro.
Nothing. Tyson was and remains one of the brightest figures in boxing history. Bernard Hopkins was one of those guys who
Bernard
rose
Hopkins,
from
I
the
remember
bottom.
he got knocked out.
Boxing helped him get out of prison,
He
and Hopkins went
damn
on
near
to
fell
live
out the
a wonderful
ring.
career, successfully defending the world title 20 times. It seemed that Bernard had achieved everything in boxing, but that was not enough. He tried to overcome time. At first, his attempts were successful, becoming world champion 3 times at the ages of 46, 47, and 49. On December 17, 2016, his last fight took place, and Hopkins made it clear that this was his farewell fight in which he was going to beautifully end his long career. His rival was Joe Smith, whom Hopkins considered a good option.
I know
for
Joe
himself.
Smith. I know who that is.
What was expected in this battle? Hopkins was 52.
His little ass fell out
and
the
Smith
ring.
was given a chance to make a name by defeating the
Not his
reigning
little ass. His
champion.
old ass fell out the ring.
In fact, the fight was competitive, but Smith was too hardy for Hopkins. And in the 8th round, Smith knocked out Bernard at the side of the ring. A
Damn!
blow from which he could not return. This was the
Yo, I
first
knew
early
it was
defeat
coming,
in
bro, but
Hopkins'
like,
career.
god damn, bro.
Return
Hold up, bro.
of Smith was too hardy for Hopkins. And in the 8th round, Smith knocked out Bernard at the side of the ring. A blow from which he could
Nigga, when your whole, like, bro, what did, like,
Smith knocked out Bernard at the side of the ring.
like, like when you see your legs when you falling down, bro. Like, what are you going? Like, what is your brain thinking at the time, bro? Like, y'all know how it be them memes where it be like, damn, you wondering how I got right here. Like, bro, he's literally going through that right now, bro. Like this, bro, that shit is
A
sad,
blow
bro.
from which he could not return. This was the first early defeat in Hopkins' career.
Joe Smith just fought too. I saw that fight. He fought Jesse Hart. Damn, bro, that shit's sad, bro.
What if Hopkins had been at his peak? Throughout his career, Bernard
He was a good ass fighter too, but it's just like, bro, that's too.
defeated
You
Joe
can't be
Smith
holding
by
off that long,
unanimous
bro. Like
decision.
even.
What happened to Hopkins' legacy? In the great scheme of things, nothing.
Some
Around
shit's just
him
not
remained
working,
an
bro.
aura of a man capable of challenging time, and the defeat by Smith did nothing to damage this aura.
Who we got next?
The legendary Joe Louis ruled in the heavy division for 12 years. And at the defeat of Ezzard Charles, the time seemed right for the 36-year-old Louis to think about retirement, especially because during this time, boxing saw the rise of Rocky Marciano, who masterfully dealt with opponents and who only lacked a victory over a famous opponent. As a result, the two met in the ring on October 26, 1951, in New York. And so what did everyone expect from this fight? Despite some doubt, logic suggested that Marciano should win. However, Louis had a recent series of 8 victories within 11 months that reassured him that he had the trump cards to defeat Marciano. What really happened? There was a fierce battle in the first 5 rounds, but the 37-year-old Louis physically could not last against the 28-year-old Marciano, and the ending came in the 8th round when Marciano sent Louis twice to the ring floor.
Damn. Damn.
After the second time, Louis
shit.
could not continue the fight. This was the last fight of Joe Louis in the ring. What if Louis had been at the peak of his form? This would have been a spectacular battle. Louis would have been able to carry out his striking.
That's just
combinations
boxing though,
that would have
like, bro, like,
seriously damaged Marciano.
you gotta
And
get it in,
later
you know what I'm
rounds,
saying?
Louis would have ended this fight.
Like I said in the beginning, bro, boxing is a dangerous ass sport, bro.
Sugar Ray Leonard is one of the best boxers.
You could be at the
of
top
the
and you could lose it so
1980s.
fast,
He was
bro.
like lightning in the ring. No one could
Who he
withstand
said? He
him.
said Sugar Ray who?
1980. Sugar Ray Leonard is
Sugar Ray
one
Leonard?
of the best boxers of the 1980s. He was like lightning in the ring. No one could withstand him. Not
That
Marvin
boy right there,
Hagler,
bro. Sugar Ray
Thomas
is in
Hearns,
my top
Roberto
5
Duran,
favorite fighters of all
Wilfred
time, bro.
Benitez, or other
I gotta make a
legendary
video of
boxers.
that, like who is my top favorite fighters? Cause he's definitely in there, bro. They gotta show where this nigga, bro. When I tell you he was so fast, bro, they gotta show where he was facing Floyd's dad, bro. And Sugar Ray had like a lot of fights. Like, didn't he have like over like 60, 70 fights?
But there is a limit to everything. And for Leonard, that limit came on March 1st, 1997 in Atlantic City. This return was the norm for Leonard, so there was not much surprise when he returned to the ring at the age of 40 after his 6th break from boxing. This time,
Who the
his
hell?
contender was Hector Camacho. What was expected from this battle? We can pay tribute to the greatness of Leonard and say that despite his age, many people believed in his skill and experience. What about Camacho? At this time, he was still a formidable contender, although his striking power had somewhat faded over the years.
What's crazy is the biggest downfall. Damn, bro. The really biggest downfall of all these boxers is just
Leonard
trying to
was
hold on
defeated
for
in the
too
5th
long. You know
round.
what I'm saying?
It was probably Leonard's worst career performance. This was the first fight where Sugar was unable to go the distance, and this
Why he
was
say
his
Sugar
last
like
fight.
that? Sugar. That shit is always sad though to see boxers like that go out like that. That's why I don't want Floyd to fight again, bro. Cause you already got it all, bro. There's no reason to prove yourself no more. Win or lose, they still gonna hate on you, bro. So there's no reason to keep fighting, Floyd.
Everybody's wondering what next. Where do you go from here? I know you want some water first, but where do you go? For sure, my career is definitely over in the ring. I mean, 5 years, 6 years down the road? No. I mean, no one's ever put a halt to to me in a fight. No one, even Hagler. Oh, Tommy Hearns.
What if Leonard had been at the peak of his form? Surely he would have won, even though Camacho had never lost a single fight ahead of schedule in his entire career. Logically, Leonard would have won by unanimous decision by a wide margin. What happened to Leonard's legacy? Nothing. The legendary moments in his career completely blocked this fiasco in the battle with Camacho.
But some of these fighters be doing that because of money, though.
Muhammad Ali. Without a doubt,
Muhammad
he
Ali,
could
the
be
GOAT.
called an icon of boxing. He was a revolutionary in the sport, doing what no one before him had done, ushering in a new era in the history of boxing. But the end of his career was very disappointing. In 1978, he fought a victorious revenge match with Leon Spinks, and then seemed to retire from boxing. But he could not resist the desire to return to the ring. His next opponent was his
That
own
sucks when you
former
lose the
sparring
rematch
partner,
after you
Larry
just lost.
Holmes, who at the time was at the peak of his form and had already managed to hold 7 successful
35
WBC
and
belt
0.
defenses.
26
What did most
knockouts.
expect from this fight? Holmes was at his peak, while Ali was 38, just coming back from a 2-year break, and was clearly about to fight the wrong opponent. A definite victory by Holmes was expected. Well, what happened? It was a beating. Holmes
Yo,
commanded
why he gotta add this sad ass music in the background? You know what I'm saying?
every
Like, bro.
second in this fight until the 10th round when Angelo Dundee stopped this massacre. Of course, after that, Ali still had a fight with Trevor Berbick. But it was the fight with Holmes that put an end to Ali's
That is
career.
sad, bro. You gotta let these young dudes do what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Ali was at the peak of his form. Holmes was a great fighter, so his chances should not be discounted. But Ali at his peak was faster and better. We believe that Ali would get the better of Holmes in a close fight. What happened to Ali's legacy? His status as one of the greatest heavyweights of all time has remained. But it's awful to see him beaten. Perhaps these are some of the saddest moments in boxing history.
Damn.
Thanks for watching this video. If you know of other legendary boxers who also ended their careers after a bitter defeat, tell us about them in the comments below, and we will feature them in a future video.
Shouts to the Word of Boxing, man. That was a great ass video. I'm gonna leave the original video in the description so y'all can check it out yourselves. But I'm gonna leave a like for that, man. Let me check these comments as well. I don't know, man. I still see it. Prime Lewis struggling against Marciano. Combination of power. Okay. Muhammad Ali versus Larry Holmes broke my heart. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, the fall of Ali was so sad. No, I think Mike Tyson was the saddest, bro. Cause like that shit. I mean, y'all see how he bounced back now. Mike Tyson looks great now. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his own thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, in my opinion, I feel like Mike Tyson was the saddest, bro. Maybe Muhammad Ali was probably like neck and neck, but for me, I would say Mike Tyson, bro. Just for the stuff that he went through leading up to that. But anyways, man, let me know y'all feedback down below. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys scroll down and hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, you want to see more videos like this, make sure you go ahead and scroll down and hit that subscribe button, bro. And also turn your post notifications if you want to get notified every time I upload a video, man. And yeah, man, I'm gonna catch y'all in another video, man. Hope y'all gonna have a great day, a blessed day, all that.